But I just like to pass the mic over to all the judges. I know I introduced you earlier, but what you do here in the community.
Hi, Emily Keebler. I work for Kiva. We do crowd-funded 0% interest microloans, but I'm also involved in an awesome group called Awesome Pittsburgh, which gives out micro grants once a month.
I'm Phil LeBoon. I'm the CEO of iFlow Internet Marketing. We also invest in startups, and I'm also the president of the Young Entrepreneur Council. So once you guys make over $1 million, hit us up.
Hi, Courtney Williamson. I'm the CEO and founder of Abililife. We are a startup here in Pittsburgh. Just came out of the Alpha Lab Gear cycle last cycle, and we create biomedical products for Parkinson's patients.
Hi, I'm Don Morrison. I have the best job in Pittsburgh, except maybe Alana's, because I'm chairman of deal flow for Blue Tree Allied Angels, and every day I meet with entrepreneurs, hear stories of market disruption and world domination. Just makes me warm all over.
Hi, I'm Alana Diamond, and I do have the best job in Pittsburgh. I'm the managing director of Alpha Lab Gear. We invest in startups. We invest in startups that have physical products. Our sister accelerator, Alpha Lab, invests in startups that have software products. And I highly encourage all of the applicants to sign up for office hours and apply to the next cycle, which will be in the spring.
Great, thank you. And so Courtney is going to announce the winners, and let's, as we announce each winner, ask the team to come up on stage, and then we'll eventually migrate everyone over there because there's going to be a lot of you up here. So Courtney, without further ado.
Okay. I just want to say thank you so much for coming out, for sharing your ideas. As an entrepreneur, I know how much work you put into it and how challenging it can be, and it can be kind of daunting speaking in front of people. So thank you for your courage and for sharing your ideas. So we'll get started. It was a really difficult process for us because we heard so many fantastic ideas. But we are going to announce from 3, 2, 1, and then there's a crowd favorite that we'll announce as well. So we'll start with number 3, which is Sila. So, oh, okay. Well, fantastic. Someone tweet her or something and let her know. Yeah. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I guess we can Photoshop her back in.
So we thought that we appreciate the arts, especially here in Pittsburgh, and we think that it's a fantastic business to sort of get artists out there, the 80% of artists who are not really known and represented. What we want to encourage is to think about your revenue model and figuring out a way that you can put the purchasing burden not on the struggling artists, but on the people who are enjoying the art. So if you can figure out a way to make that happen, we think that it would be very beneficial for the community and for the artists. So, okay. Thank you. Okay, and number 2 is Beer Sleuth. And everyone has a beer, which is nice. Fantastic. Yeah. Great.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations. Yeah.
We already shot like 5 before.
Yeah, I'm like 5 deep. Thank you, guys.
So the thing that we really loved about it was that you're basically sort of crowdsourcing private shoppers and sort of saying, hey, this is what I want. Where can I get it? So that you don't have to keep going back and forth, especially in a Pittsburgh winter. It's hard to bar hop. If you know exactly what you want, you can get it with your app. What we encourage you to do is take a look at other markets in addition to beer. Other markets that really have a huge pain point where customers are really looking for that one special product and they would pay a lot for that. So, thank you.
So much.
Okay. All right. And the winner is Due Process. Thank you. Okay, so we really were impressed with your team and your expertise. You're living this problem, which I think is one of the best ways to create a solution is having the actual problem yourself. And there's a lot of people who could benefit from your business. We would encourage you to take a look at additional revenue sources. So I know we got cut off in talking a little bit about taking a percentage of the work done. So if there's ways that you can work around that, that would be really advantageous for your business.
That's what they pay lawyers to do, is get around the rules.
Well then, exactly. So use your legal skills to do that. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.
All right, and so the judges, we had a really difficult job, but you all had a difficult job as well, and we have a crowd favorite, so I'm going to be announcing that now, and that's Safe Me. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Good job. Thank you. Great. Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you. So assault is something that's really important for our community and making sure that women and people are safe. So that's a fantastic idea that you all have. And just, again, working with researchers and collaborators to really understand the scientific basis of your company, I think would really strengthen the community. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, judges. We'll get plenty of photos later, so. What's the next slide? Okay, cool. So I'm going to welcome Alec to the stage. You can stay up here, you can hang out, you can do whatever you want. Yeah. Okay, so if you've been to a startup weekend before here in Pittsburgh, someone that we all know very well has introduced this award years ago. His name's Kit Mueller. He's not here tonight, which is crazy. But our dear friend Kit introduced the Joe Madurak Award. And if you're familiar with Pittsburgh history and the steel industry that was built here, Joe Madurak is this fake character from books and history, but there's an awesome statue with him, and he was known as the hardest worker in Pittsburgh, leading the charge on the new industry and like what to do. So that's why the award was created a few years ago, Startup Weekend Pittsburgh, to award the hardest worker throughout the weekend that really sought to like tackle the problems and throughout whatever challenges they had, just make it through. And then I'm gonna let Alec talk about why he's here to present the award.
Thanks, Casey. So this weekend I flew out with my co-founder and one of our other mentors, Patrick, who some of you guys might have worked with, because Startup Weekend Pittsburgh was where we first caught the startup bug, and we wanted to see if we could help give back and play our part in infecting a few more victims. This is my fifth event, and as usual, I was really, really impressed by everyone's hard work and passion. Thanks. So on behalf of Patrick, who's currently flying back to the West Coast, and myself and our current company, Atomic, we wanted to present this traditional startup garment to one person who we felt we wanted to acknowledge, who really represented what we see as the Pittsburgh entrepreneur, which is someone who's scrappy and passionate and willing to not only wear many hats, but try on new ones when their team needs it. So there were a lot of people who we thought deserved the award this weekend, but unfortunately, we only have this one hoodie. Fortunately, it seems like it's probably the right size for the person we picked. So, Casey?
Yeah, so as he said, right, I don't know what you said, but so, no, it was great. I was just taking photos. So, being in the startup industry, there's a lot of reasons to jump into it, right? Like, we've seen people leave corporate jobs. We've seen people come from nothing and, jump into the world. And it's a scary thing. You got to be vulnerable. You got to just jump off a building and learn how to fly. And it's pretty scared, right? Everyone today, their faces, they're scared shitless. But you all look great now. The person for this award, we just want to give this nice hoodie to. I know it's not great. But they 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 come from, you know, a different industry that usually is not in entrepreneurship, and that can be scary, right? Like going something outside your comfort zone and really looking to disrupt things that are needed. So without further ado, the Joe Madrak Award goes to Kevin Tucker. Off with the suit, on with the startup hoodie. Woo! Yes. Yes. Awesome. So thank you, the winning teams. I think we have some closing words, but thank you, the winning teams. Thank you, the judges. Awesome. All right, and so obviously the weekend is over, but we encourage you to not stop learning. Through Techstars startup programs, we have plenty of other programs to help you catch that startup bug and kind of get into your community. So obviously you've been to Startup Weekend. We encourage you to check out Startup Digest and also Start Now Pittsburgh, which Joe and JP run over there. Hey guys, what's up? So check out the other events going on in your community. Startup Next, a pre-accelerator if you want to get right before the accelerator stage, and also Startup Week, which I hope comes to Pittsburgh soon, celebrating the startup community. And also just remember to show your community love. This is a community-built and driven event through everyone here. Help organize the next event in your city. If you have an idea for a certain event, let us know, reach out and build it. And also, we have a really special edition of Startup Weekend coming up next year in March. So I would like for Jackie and Kat and whoever else is here from the Startup Weekend Women team to stand up. So they are organizing a Startup Weekend Women's Edition. So I think this is something much needed, obviously from personal experience, but just from overall trying to grow the diversity in the tech entrepreneurship scene. So they're holding a Startup Weekend Women's Edition in March, and tickets are on sale today. So please reach out to them, buy a ticket, attend. It's going to be a great event next March. And then check out other events in your city. Next slide, please. And before everyone kind of starts to drink more beer or whatever, this is a part of a global community, so thank you all for helping make this happen throughout all the countries in the world. The judges, the speakers, the coaches, anyone that helped out. And then also, so there's this thing called Omaha Welcome. I don't know how it started, but we're gonna do a Pittsburgh Welcome. So whenever I call these people on stage, I want everyone to stand up and just scream as loud as you can and clap and really embarrass them. So the organizers and the volunteers, please, let's give them a big Pittsburgh thank you. Kenny. Come on. Richard. Richard, get up here. All right, and without that, let's get the music and start a little party. Thank you, Pittsburgh.
Can we have all the participants on stage? Group picture, big.
All attendees on the stage for a photo. Group selfie.
Do it quick and we can drink beer.
Great. Hold on one second. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.